What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Ark Survival Ascended. Alright, so it is time. We are going to be going under the water. Jace isn't around right now, so it's just a me thing right about now. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to go take on those caves like I was telling you guys about. We're going to bring the pseudos in with us, and these are the non-imprinted ones. These are just the extra ones I have. Plus I have my one on my shoulder, and then I have this one that I'm riding on here. We're going to be taking them into the cave. I also already did start to level up some of the bossing ones. So that's pretty good. They're pretty built up at that point. I probably should throw my scuba tank on, shouldn't I, huh? Alright, let's put that on. Alright, and we're going to be heading into the cave to hopefully get the artifact and get right back out. Because I do not feel like fighting with a whole lot of tough stuff in this cave. But since this is a server cave, this may or may not be interesting. I'm a little worried, not going to lie to you, that there's going to be an alpha in here. Sorry, I was trying to make sure these guys don't fly to the ceiling. Alright, so we got the two there and the one here. Okay. I'm just hoping that there's no alphas, because an alpha is the only thing I'm worried about in this cave. A big, like, alpha Moza or alpha Tuso, these guys do not have the armor to handle one of those. A normal alpha we could handle. I don't know what just happened there with the visuals. We're still clearly under the water, but I don't honestly know what's going on. There's a lot of surfactanists down there. If we could avoid them, that'd be perfect. Because one of them can and will rip me right off this guy. So I gotta watch out for those. But I'm more worried, like I said, about the alphas. If there is one. If we could sneak through, I would not say no. Because that would be kind of cheeky. Because that's a lot of creatures right there. I don't know if you guys can see that little cluster right there. That's all dinos. That is all deep sea dinos right there. And right there too. And I believe this is the direction we need to go to get the artifact. I believe it is down this way. Yes, it is. It's right down in this hole. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, those are eels. Those are eels! That is not a good sign right there. That is not a good sign at all. We are getting destroyed right now. How is our health looking? Our health is looking fine. Luckily, we get the alpha boost, or not the alpha boost, the hydration buff. So we're kind of A-okay here. Oh, wow. One of our pseudos already got melted by an Electrophorus. That's not good. Those are one of the lower level ones, by the way. Those are one of the ones that does not have the imprinting. I kind of expected that. That's why I said this cave is not going to be good for me. But we're going to deal with it. I think we need to go down in here, if I remember right. Because the artifact should be right over here. I think it's directly down this way. Hopefully there's nothing big and dangerous chilling down here at the end. Yeah, there's our pseudo up there fighting. Yep, there goes that other one. That's a surfactanist. That is not what I want to see. That is a surfactanist. A level 300 surfactanist at that. That is not good. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. We got to get rid of that surfactanist. That'll whistle you aggressive. Luckily, we have two pseudos, so that's a good sign. We can use both of our really high-powered pseudos. Luckily, I'm going to try to save this one by just attacking. That one's stuck there. I don't know why it's... I don't think it can attack, because I think it's stuck in its mouth, which is kind of fine. Okay, there goes that one. That one's down. Luckily, this one is imprinted to us, and that is our super-duper strong one. And by super-duper strong, I mean relatively strong. It's not, like, insanely strong, but it's strong. Sorry if I'm talking ridiculously quick. I don't like deep-sea caves, especially when I'm ill-prepared for them, because we do not have anything strong. Like, these guys are not made for the under ocean. They work. Oh, there's Dunkleys now. How many levels do you have? Put that into melee. Sure. Because right there is the artifact. Let's go try to back up our pseudo. Yeah, these guys are not made for the underwater. They are not. They only have 10 armor. So that kind of really makes them... They have a below average saddle, pretty much. But this cave can and will be challenging because there is a really good chance, and I do mean really good, that you could end up with a Alpha Tuso or something here. Look at all those trilobites on the bottom. We are definitely going to take all those out. Okay, hold on a minute. That's insane. I didn't know trilobites could spawn in here. That is insane. We are definitely going to take those out if we can. Luckily, our guys are beefy, so we have a bunch of health. And again, due to the underwater, we get the increased health back from the hydration buff, so that's really cool. I'm perfectly fine with that. All right, we took out a Eucalyptid, level 300. I mean, I'd love to be able to tame one of these, but all right. So, yeah, this is pretty much all this cave is going to be. Is just a ton of fighting. So if you were able to luck out, kind of like we did to get to this point, how's our health looking? 18k still. We're doing all right. We're not doing great. How's his health looking? I'd love to get over and see it, but I kind of can't. We're kind of being pinned. This one in front of us is looking kind of bloody. So that's a good sign. Alright, now they are no longer mate boosted, so we're going to hit a lot more damage too. Alright, so that one went down. Now all we got to do is take out this one. So yeah, that got pretty intense pretty quick. Luckily, keyword, we were able to get through here without fighting an alpha. And I'm hoping... I don't know how I'll be able to find my way back out, because I'm terrible with directions. I really want to get a donkey at some point, but... Oh, come on, dude. How are you still... What does your health pool look like, dude? 6,000. That's kind of pretty high. Not terrible. We're only hitting 150 damage, too, as well, so it's not great. What is hitting me now? Oh, it's a surfactant in the wall. That's a level 50 surfactant. What? Am I stuck? Give me a second. I think we're stuck. I think we're meshed into the wall, honestly, because of that. So give me a second. I'm probably going to have to ghost myself out of the wall. Wait, can I grappling hook out of here really quickly? Let me test that. No, I can't. Can I grab you? Let me see something. There we go. I got me out of the wall without having to do anything sketch. Hey, you, come here. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. That's the fact, and it just came out of nowhere. And it's a level 300. I don't know where my other Pseudomane went. That's insane. Where did it go? This is not going to be good, because we're going to get ripped off this guy. I got nothing else I can fight underwater, I don't believe on me. I don't know where that other Pseudomane went. I just gotta pretty much beat this guy quick. I gotta just try to do as much damage as I physically can as fast as I can. Sorry if I went really quiet there. That was just... I'm kind of really confused as to where that guy went. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna shoulder pet you really quick. Let's grab this artifact. Let me see... Where is my other pseudo? Yeah, where are you? You're in the wall. What? How are you in the wall? How? What? Ugh. Give me a second, guys. I gotta try to get that Pseudomane out of the wall, because somehow it meshed into the wall. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so just showing you right now, I had to use Ghost. This guy is legitimately in the wall. So let me grab him and I'll take us back down to where we were. Do you have anything in your inventory that I need to keep before I drop you here? No, okay. Yeah, I'll be right back again. I don't understand why that was a thing. Alright, we're back again. Jeez, that was insane. I came back through the wall and that jellyfish tried attacking me. These guys tried attacking me. But we did end up grabbing a second artifact because it happened to spawn in as we got here. Alright, so now let's just get out of here as fast as we can, because this was kind of a pretty lucky rush through. But I'm a little bit worried, I am not going to lie to you, that there's going to be some dangers up here that got riled up from our other pseudos. So we're going to have to go fast. We may just have to rush through it. But that was probably one of the worst experiences I've had. having to go into the wall to get something. I hate having to do that because I feel like that's so cheaty, but it also shouldn't be happening at this point. But as long as this game has been here, you think they would have had like some of that mesh issue fixed, but I believe that that was just a... personally, I believe it was just a bug. It wasn't like anything the game could have corrected itself naturally. I think it's just something happened that caused it to do that, because I think the game assumed I was going that way. But I also do believe that the surfactant kind of forced us that way too. So that kind of really didn't help the case. Alright, so we need to go back this way if I remember right. If I don't find my way out in a few minutes, I'm going to cut it until I find the way out. Because I think this is the second time we've gotten lost in this cave. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Keep going. Keep it going. You don't have to stop. Don't listen to them. You don't need electroshock therapy. You're fine. Just keep it up. Just keep moving forward. Yep, just keep going. Keep going. Alright, we're good. Yep, here's the weird spot where the coloration changes for a few seconds. I think we're doing alright. I think we're almost back out. Luckily, we got 2 of these artifacts, and we don't have to do this again, and we have everything to fight the Megapithecus. Yes, there's the entrance. Good, we do not have to do this. Alright, so I'm not going to do the hard underwater cave without Jace, or at least without some Deinosuchus, because that I could not do with these pseudos, as you saw. They got pretty demolished. Alright, so we're back on land. We did it. I am re-equipping all of my ramshackle gear because I do not want to risk losing any of our scuba gear that we had. Alright, so we're here. That's kind of cool. We did that. Okay, now you... Okay, you are the one that go here. I put you in a ball. Hey! Really? Damn, Titanoboas. Titanoboas. Alright. Put you on passive for now. Let's fly back to base, because we're not actually too far from base. That 100 Desolatitan is still up on the cliff, by the way, so we could go get it if we really wanted to. Right up there, but that level 100 isn't worth a whole lot. But that was pretty easy, honestly. Depending on how our creatures look health-wise, I may end up doing the Megapithecus here soon, like probably today. But I'll bring you guys back once we get back to base, because the PT is such a slow flight. Alright guys, we're back at base. I just grabbed that drop there. All we got out of it was gasoline. But I do want to clarify one thing, because I've been hearing a lot and seeing a lot of comments on the videos in regards to people wondering if this is an official play or on official servers or not. No, I mean, and I don't mean this like rudely at all, but it's pretty obvious this isn't on official. I've gone out of my way multiple times in beginnings of the videos to specify that this is not on official servers, that this is on a single unofficial server that I play exclusively with a buddy of mine. So there are no official ramifications, there are no... I left the artifact on the floor over there. I'll be right back. Alright, I got the artifact back again, now that I kind of almost screwed that up and left it. But no, I want to specify, yeah, there's no... I don't play on official servers, nor have I ever wanted to, due to just the overall... I mean, honestly, I've heard tons of toxicity about some of the players on the servers, just stealing eggs, stealing things like that. And that's just not something I truthfully want to deal with. I don't know how accurate any of that information is. You hear a lot of things. You can't always believe what people say. But I would much rather play on my own specific server like this, where I get to make somewhat of the rules as I go and play and be able to do things like I just did, where my dino got stuck in the wall. I was able to accommodate for it and get said creature out of the wall. But I think we're actually pretty close to taking on... We need some more Spino Sails. We may end up going to do that. Actually, let's go do that right now. We need 3 more Spinal Sails. Spinal Sails. What else is it? Theory Claws, I believe. I don't... It's and Thyla Claws. So these and Spinos I know I definitely need. So I need to go do that. So let's actually go take the time to go fight a bunch of those creatures and level up those while we're having a little chat here. But yeah, I tried to specify that this isn't an official server because I've had people state that I don't state it enough that this isn't unofficial, but I think it's pretty obvious when some of the creatures that you see in the game aren't official creatures. Like I'm riding on a Pseudomane. Like the description in the video and on the title both state I'm starting a series against ultimate Arkology, so like the Arkology creatures. Some alphas that, like the alpha Rhino, like videos like that like just specifically state, and it's pretty obvious that they're not unofficial, yet I still get the same question of, is this, not necessarily I get the question of it's an official, is it official? I get told that I'm lying that it's not official. I don't know. It's not official. These aren't official servers. They never will be official servers. I'll only ever play on a unofficial server where I can control how the game plays. Like, in the sense of if something goes wrong, I don't want to have to rely on somebody else to fix it for me. I want to be able to do it myself. In the instance of what just absolutely happened with our Pseudomane meshing into the wall. That is something I wanted to be able to fix myself, and I was able to. 95, you're kind of terrible. Don't you lock onto me, I'll beat you up. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. I will never play on official. I will only ever play on unofficial. You'll never see me on an official server, unless if it's like just to meme around. But I won't make videos on an official server, unless if it's legitimately memeing around. But if I'm ever doing any type of series or anything of value, you won't see it on an official server, because it's just the way they are set up. Just wanted to clarify that. And I won't ever do like Arkocalypse or nothing like that. I do plan on covering an overhaul mod at some point down the line, like maybe a Primal Nemesis, Primal Fear kind of thing. Maybe Omega Ascended, you never know. Like, there's a bunch of different mods I want to cover. But we're really close, honestly, to taking on the Megapithecus here. We just need these final few drops, and that's what we're out here doing today. I did tame, I want to verify this, an Edmontonia off-screen. It was a low-level one. I just got it to get a bunch of spark powder just to speed up that process. You guys have seen me tame Edmontonias hundreds of times, so I didn't feel like that was absolutely necessary, and we'll definitely tame one on Scorched Earth. We're going to be using one of them very heavily on Scorch, so it's going to be coming. You'll be seeing me tame one again. I think I said I needed 6 more of them? No, that was the... What is going on here? No, that was the Thylaclaws I needed 6 more. It was those I only needed 3. There's a lot of aloes right here. Let me just help this Stego take out these aloes. Normally, I've actually never used an aloe for a boss fight, to be honest. I've heard they're like really good because of the bleed effect they have. But I've never actually taken the time to use one in a boss fight. So there's 5 free aloe brains. I'll take those. Alright, let's keep going. We need, I think, 3 Spinos total, which I know we got 1 already, and I think there's 2 more this way. I do believe. And Jace has, I think, with him and I together, mixed all of the needed drops. We probably have all the needed drops for the Megapithecus as well, between the two of us. But I would like to get them ready myself because of the fact that I'm probably going to run it by myself, more than likely. Just all depends on how today runs. He's supposed to be reaching out to me here within the hour, as of me recording this. So then I'll know if we're A-okay to run the fight, because we will run them today if we can. We're going to run the Broodmother as well as the Megapithecus. So you'll see both videos for that live within the next couple of days if we can run them. But alright, let's see what we got. There's a Baryonyx to my left I got to watch out for. Do I need Rex arms? What do I need for the alpha drop, or for the alpha Megapithecus? I might actually take a look at one of these supply drops, at least one that's not in the ocean, or in the lake, should I say? River. Just to see what we need. Because I guarantee it's Thylas. I know I need Thylas. Like, I know that that's definitely on my list if I need them. But I just don't know how many. Oh! Excuse me. I knew that was coming. I had a feeling that was coming, and I tried so hard not to sneeze, but it just happened. What is that? Oh, Titanosaur. I was going to say, is that an Alpha Titanosaur? Because I would love to run into one of those. That is one of the world bosses that Jason and I need to beat, and we have yet to see any. We saw one Alpha Giga, and that was it. But let's take a look for some Thyla. Ooh, Beehive. Beehive? Beehive. I don't need a Beehive right now, though, because him and I both have it. I'm kind of excited to see how Scorched Earth goes, to be honest with you guys. I'm very... When I went over and played Scorched Earth for my first time, I'm talking years ago, when I played on a server I was on, I just took all the creatures I had from my island that I had played on, and Crystal Isles that I had bred up, leveled up, and just went to Scorched and beat it. Like, I didn't actually do the proper way of sitting there and going through the whole process. I just literally got all the artifacts from Crystal Isles, and then went through and beat it. Like, it was super easy. I took like my super high level 500 Rexes into there and smoked it. But now we're going to actually have to do it from start to finish. So I'm very interested to see how this goes. Because like I said, I've beaten it on here before. Like, I've beaten it on Survival Ascended. But it was a similar process if I brought creatures over. And if I remember right, I kind of used someone else's creatures with me. Like, we did a partner thing, kind of like we're doing now with Jace. But it was a little more, they needed someone else's backup to guarantee the win. And I went along with them. But have I done it alone? Not in a hot minute. There's an Explorer note right there. I've never officially ran the whole map, though. I've gotten the artifacts, but never officially ran it. So I'm very interested to see that. And same with Ab. Like, I've beaten Ab. I've gotten all the artifacts, did everything I need to do on Aberration. But I have never beaten it alone. I beat it on Alpha with Jace before. And I've beaten it with a buddy of mine that we played with on a server a little while ago with his super strong rock drakes, but other than that, I have not. So it's going to be, these next few series things are going to be a bit of a challenge, but I'm up for it. I'm really up for it, and I want to try it. I want to give it the benefit of the doubt and see how well we actually can fare, honestly. Because I think we'll do pretty good. I'm probably going to remove Pyromane spawns from Aberration. I'm thinking about removing them from there. I haven't fully made my decision on that, but that's in the air right now. What am I doing? I have this. Why don't I look up a Thyla? It says there's one this way. I hate that I can't see anything. It says there's one over here somewhere. I don't like that I can't see. Where is it still? It's still straight ahead, apparently. I'm trying not to get pounced on by it. If I absolutely could avoid it, I'd like to. I just don't know where it is. That way. So it could be on the other side of this tree. Nope, not there. Where are you? Right there, probably. No? Where is this thing? Where could this thing possibly be? Could it be out exploring itself? I don't think they do that usually. No, it's on this tree. It has to be. It's probably on the front side. Yep, there it is. Perfect. Yeah, you fell right into my hands. I was going to shoot you with a shotgun, but you jumping right to me makes everything that much easier for me, so thanks. Ooh, and an Ascendant treasure map. That could be good. Let's see, do we have another one? We do. Somewhere this way. Alright, so we needed, I think we said 6. I hear a jelly, or not a jellyfish, a snail. My words just left me there for that whole sentence. Still states it's this way. As long as I keep going in this direction, it could be on the other side of this tree, actually. Nope. Which way? Still ahead, okay. I know we have really good armor, so I shouldn't be too worried. But it's just not something you ever want to do come face to face with a Thyla. They're not the friendliest of cats, for lack of better terms. They will eat you like a piece of cake. I don't know. I'm not a big cake person, honestly, so I don't really know what I would use there for an example. But it says it should be around here. Ah, there it is. Found it. That is the opposite of what I wanted to happen, and it ended up happening anyway. Hey, stop that! You stay by me. Don't run off. All right, we only got one more Thyla to fight, and then we're good. Should be this way. How does our armor look? Oh yeah, we're good. I don't even think he hit me, truthfully. Where are you, Mr. Thyla? Or Mrs. Thyla? Still states this way. Right there. That is still one of the funniest things, to watch these guys slowly drift down. I was getting tired of waiting. Watch them slowly drift down, and there it is. We should have enough Thyla claws now. So now I just need to get 2 more Spinosails, and I know exactly where we can get those, but first, let's go get that drop. So give me 1 second. I'll bring you guys back once we're over there. Ooh, watch that Explorer note. Don't grab that. So give me 1 second. All right, so we're just about here. Hopefully, I was never able to find that treasure cache last night, by the way. Or not last night, in yesterday's video. So hopefully this one will be a nice, simple find, and we could just shovel it. I'm going to stand a couple steps away from my PT. Okay, we got it. Perfect. It's not great. I mean, the pants are better. That's definitely an upgrade. This pistol, I don't think I'm going to use. 2548 for durability is insane. 400 damage is insane too, but we'll see. I don't know. But let's fly over towards Greenob, and we'll see what we can do there. I mean, realistically, if my shotgun, if I can't happen to find a better one, I could go in blicky in hand, like 600 bullets on the back of something, and just going pop, 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 pop the whole time. I could do that. That is a completely plausible option. Because what I'm going to most likely do for the Megapithecus is I'm just going to sit on my Pseudomane, my strong one. Just sit back from the fight and literally just blast shots into him. And let all these guys just melt him from the bottom up. Because he's gonna burn up quickly. Especially with all the fire damage. And with them having 20k plus health and 60 armor, I think they'll be great. And since there's no water, it's not like he's going to be able to, you know, like, drown their armor. Not drown. Drain? Drain would probably be the better option. Drain their armor down to from 60 to 10. And then they'll have that pack bonus and everything. So I think they'll do absolutely fantastic for that fight. They are still an option for the dragon. By the way, if we do happen to fail any of the boss fights, we are going to be going with a different creature. Like, let's say we fail it with the Therizinosaurs. Let's just say we do, right? We're going to try it with my dinos I have, which would be pseudos. Because pseudos, to me, were going to be my goal in my whole series. Anyway, I was going to run pseudos, if you guys remember. My plan was to run them for all the boss fights on this map initially, but then the whole server decided it wanted to die. So we ended up, not server, the whole single player thing just decided to crash, corrupt, and we lost everything. So that's still kind of a backup option. If things do fail, we will run with those. I only need one more Spinal Sail, and I think we're at all of the drops we need, because we'll turn around and go to the blue, that's not blue, that's green. The green obelisk here in a second and see what we need specifically, because I think we do have everything we need. Ooh, tickle chicken, hello. Because the sauropods are for the broodmother. Yeah, I think this guy needs Spinos and Theory Claws, if I remember right. Bro, why do you run away and then just die? Like, you just let me kill you, then you can run. Alright, so I think we've got 10 now. So let's actually go take a look and see what we specifically need. I think Chase has a really high pole tower thing over here, too. Bro has, like, little pole towers set up everywhere. There's one right there to the right. Right there, you can see it in the sky. Where did you come from? That was a bad idea. That was not your smartest move there, buddy. But let's go like this. We're almost there. Let's just check this really quickly. I think we're ready in terms of like drop-wise. I do believe so. I believe we have everything, artifacts included. Stop. Don't you run away from me. Alright, for the Alpha Megapithecus, we need Megalodon Teeth, which we have, Theory Claws, which we have, Spinal Sails we just got, Thylacoleo Hook we just got. We're just missing the Megalania Toxin, truthfully. Which that's going to be a little interesting. Why can't I grab you? There we go. But I may have to go into that one cave on Carnivore Island and just grind up Megalanias. So I'll probably do that off screen because I think we only have like 4 of them. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. So I'm actually going to get us prepped and ready to take on the Megapithecus in the next one. That's my plan as of right now. So thank you guys, and I will see you guys back here then when we take on the Megapithecus. See you guys in a bit.